So something really wild happened today, like real wild, and we're going to get into it, but I just want to say real quick, this whole wanting tips for everything is getting a little out of hand. It's getting a little out of control. And I just want to preface, I tip everywhere I go, and I tip well. But this was a service that I had already paid for. Okay, I paid $100 for them to, I paid $100 to Home Depot for them to deliver my new range and take my old one out. That's what I paid for the service.
Her range?
So these two guys show up, really sweet at first. The first guy came in, got my range. It took him less than 2 minutes. He manhandled the range onto a dolly, took it out the front door. Boom, done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I mean, it probably wasn't that easy, but he made it look that way. And then they get the new range and they're rolling it in, and immediately he's complaining the whole way. Which I say the whole way like it was a long way. It wasn't. He's complaining that my driveway is too inclined, which it's not. It's at an incline, but it's not anything crazy compared to my neighbors and stuff like that. It's not bad at all. And then he's complaining, we have a little corridor in front of our front door, and there's bricks on either side, and it's not even that tight. He's complaining that the bricks are too close together and blah, blah, blah. And at first I thought he was joking because the other guy was smiling and laughing, and I was like, oh, ha. But he just kept complaining. And eventually I said, well, I guess you're going to have to take that up with the person that built this home. And then he stopped, and I'm like, that's freaking wild. And then he starts getting into, the last person, and he's mentioning tipping him. And I'm like, I could tell that he's telling me that he wants a tip. And I immediately said, I was like, I think I only have $6 cash. I was like, it never even crossed my mind that I would need to tip these guys. And that's not because I'm inconsiderate or not being thoughtful or anything like that. I had already paid that. So obviously to Home Depot, right? Now, whatever Home Depot.
So here's the thing. A lot of people don't know, when you get something done for you and it's delivered, they're not making that money. It's Home Depot, and then they distribute it to the delivery drivers or the delivery men. So it is a little bit different. They probably don't even see how much you paid, more than likely. And if they do, they're not getting that whole percentage. So
pays them, because he went on and on about, we're contracted to Home Depot. We don't get paid by the hour. We get paid by the job. Whose fault? Is that not what you signed up for? Did you not sign up for that? I don't know what Home Depot's paying you. That's none of my business. But
that is true. And you can't blame her for not giving more money when she paid for the service. Now, tipping is generous, but the way this guy handled it definitely made her not want to find a way how to give more in a tip. She was like, I think I only have $6. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so grateful I learned sales, because communication is everything. Knowing not what to say, but how to say it. What you say is not as important as how you say it. My man over here is talking to her, talking about, well, hopefully you can give us a tip. He's coming from a lower aspect, as in he's a beggar, and beggars can't be choosers. But if you were to ask something like, he's over here not complaining, and he's also giving her conversation to build some rapport. At the end of the day, she may just want a tip just because she had a great experience, and you don't even have to ask. That doesn't guarantee you would have gotten a tip, but let's continue on to hear what she said and what happened in this story.
He's just carrying on about how, people are tipping. So I pulled all the cash I had out of my wallet, which was $6. I said, I'm so sorry. I wasn't aware. I didn't even think that I would need to tip y'all. So I gave him all the cash I had. And then he keeps going. It wasn't even the fact that he asked me for a tip. The next part is wild. Buckle up. Then he goes on to tell me, well, God's been blessing us all day. One lady was giving us snacks and drinks and stuff, and I could tell that he was wanting those things from me. And in my head, I'm like, do you want my children's snacks?
Bro, what the?
What do you want from me, bro? To put in my range and leave. Like, this is a service that I paid for. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be rude, but like, this guy was,
Yeah.
I don't know, pushing it. I don't know. So he's talking about snacks and drinks. And I'm like, dude, I don't have any bottled water. We have an RO machine. That's what we drink out of. Okay. I don't have any bottled water. I think I had a couple of Dr. Peppers. I said, I think I have a couple of Dr. Peppers. Do you want some Dr. Peppers? Like,
Nah, I'm good. We over here doing physical work outside, and I'm gonna drink some sugar and some carbonated. You know, what I'm saying? I'm good. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it, but you know, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the job. You know what? We wouldn't even have this conversation because bro is over here asking for snacks. Bro, just take your lunch break once you done with this. You feel me?
and he was like, oh, nah, that's fine. Then he was like, and then one lady zelled us. My dude, I ain't zelling you ish. I'm not zelling you. I am flabbergasted at this point, okay? Flabbergasted. My flabber is gasted. He basically asked me to zell him a tip. And then
This could have been turned around by literally not complaining, giving her some type of conversation as she's seeing you all interact and do whatever you do with the delivery from Home Depot. And then at the end of her experience, ma'am, it was a pleasure serving you. It would be I would highly appreciate it if you could leave a great review. And if you feel it in your heart to give a tip to us, we'd highly appreciate that as well, as it goes a long way. Hope you have a blessed day. People don't know how to communicate. Ain't nothing wrong with asking for a tip. There's nothing wrong with giving a tip. It's the way she had this experience, and I don't blame her. I actually thought that she was going to be, you know, a little stuck up, a little stingy, but I wouldn't want to help somebody like this either. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below, though, because everybody doesn't see it from my perspective, and that's cool.
he made that comment, oh, God's been blessing us. God ain't been blessing you, dude. That is not God's blessings. That is you being manipulative and guilt tripping people into giving you anything and everything that you can get your hands on.
Facts.
God ain't in that, homie. And I don't know who you think you're talking to, but let me tell you, you're talking to a woman of God. And I will tell you right now, God ain't in that. He ain't in the deception that you're doing right now. I see right through you. And as if that wasn't enough, no, we're not done yet. He
Not
said,
done
hey,
yet?
you're about to get a text message. Can you go ahead and click on that there link? I said, okay. He said, go ahead and click start survey. And if you could.
Okay, what did I just tell y'all? What did I just say? I didn't even know that there was going to be a survey. But again, learning how to communicate, y'all, is one of the most valuable things anyone can do. Because truth be told, this is sales. This is sales 101. You getting what you want after giving people what they need. There's nothing wrong with asking. But it's not about what you say, it's how you say it. You feel me? And most people look at salespeople and go, oh man, they're sleazy, they're manipulative. And there are people like that. That's this guy. And he may not even be in the sales industry. He's a delivery guy. But it's important for everybody to know how to communicate. Why? Because communication can not only help you earn more, shoot, I'm communicating you right now. You know what I'm saying? And YouTube is paying me to communicate to you, and she's communicating to us. And he would have made the money if he learned how to communicate. Communication takes you further than a lot of things.
Give us fives across the board, that would be great. While he's standing there, what was I supposed to do? I gave them freaking 5 stars across the board because he's standing there watching me.
Yeah. That's too much.
I'm at a loss for words. Okay.
And you know, I'm the type of guy. I'm upfront with people. See, if this was me, I'm not offended by him asking, but don't be a beggar. Don't try to be manipulative, right? And I don't even like the word try because you either are or you aren't. You feel me? And when someone comes to me with those type of intentions, I'm just straight up with them. I'm like, look, well, the rating really does depend on what's done between now and when it's done. I'll give you an honest rating. I'm a cool guy. Let's get to work though. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you're not about to stand over my shoulder and then yeah, I believe that this is happening because she's also a woman. Like women go through certain things. Ladies, let me know in the comment section down below. Have you ever been through an experience like this? Because I believe that certain things just don't happen like to an individual depending on their gender. Let me know in the comment section down below.
And then they left. That's what happened. Wild.
Yeah, dude just didn't know how to communicate, which left her. She didn't even, mind you, she didn't even talk about how well of a job they did. He could have done a great job, but his communication ruined the whole experience. Sometimes silence is the best response. Have a little chit chat, have a little conversation, build some rapport. That just means, hey, ma'am, how your day going? That's good. That's good. I know you're probably busy, so let me go ahead and get this done, and then I'll tell you when we wrapped it up, and then I'll be back right with you, and we'll get out your way. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Okay, cool, cool, cool. At the end of your job, ma'am, also you're gonna receive a text message, and it's going to ask you how well you think we did. We highly appreciate it if it's in your heart to give us an honest rating, and if it's in your heart to leave us a tip if you feel we deserved it. That's it. You can't make somebody do something that you want them to do or manipulate. Like you can manipulate certain people, but obviously she was aware of it. I'm glad. I'm proud that people are, standing up. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he was trying to bully her or anything, but it's just like who wants to tip somebody like that? You feel me? Like we tip because we're like, man, they're really good. They really showed that they care. They really did a good service. And that's when you tip generously. You know what I'm saying? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below and subscribe if you like the content.